I know it's been a long time since I've done a video. I checked back and my last video was January 25th and it is currently June 17th. So it's been a good while since I've done a video. I have been planning since then. Life's just been crazy and chaotic, so busy. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm currently using. If you've watched my videos before, you've seen this planner. It's an A6 and it's currently housing an A6 cafe note from Nanami, and I will show this to you guys in just a bit, but I want to kind of show you guys how I got to this point. So my last video I was using a Fobonichi. It was a weekly planner from AliExpress, and I used that, I believe, from January until I believe it was March is when I started using this one, right around the time that my kids were on spring break. So I'll find it, but I'm pretty sure it was March. And then once the kids were on spring break, you know, I didn't need that weekly view, so I was like, I'm gonna pick this up and just use it as a bullet journal, which this is an A6ology, if I didn't say that, which I have also shown this in videos before. But I decided to pick it up for spring break and do like just a bullet journaling, daily tasks type of setup. And I really loved it. And I loved it so much that I used it up until the end of May, I believe. So if you've watched my videos before, you've also seen this. I was using this just as kind of a catch-all. It was just simply for notes and lists, and that was it. I did actually in November, December try to use it the same way as a bullet journal, but for some reason it didn't work then. But anyway, so that's in the beginning. So I decided, like I said, to pick this up. Actually, when we went on our New York trip, we went in the summertime, so there was a lot of planning into that. So I was writing notes, and I decided, you know, during spring break, I'm just gonna pick this up and use it as a bullet journal, and I absolutely loved it. So the way I set it up first, let me cover up these bills right quick, is I had this printable, somebody made it for me, I believe when I was using a B6 Slam, and I had a few of these, so I just pasted it in here. So I've got my monthly view, and then monthly to-dos, bills, and then anything that, you know, to remind me of things for the next month. And then these are what my weeklies were looking like. So I just have my weekly side, to-do lists, notes, tracker, meals. So this is basically all it was. There's notes and lists in between. It doesn't bother me. I know it probably looks like chaotic and messy, but I have learned as of right now, I love everything in one book. I don't want a book for my planning and then a book for notes and then a book for this and a book. I just want it all right here. And I have an index that if something's important, I want to reference it back, it's here, and I can also flag it. So I'll just kind of give you guys a flip. This is what some days look like. If I needed more room or for list, I put a post-it note. And what I love about this is I could do, you know, a day per page or a couple of days on a page, anything and everything. I just tipped in a TV tracker. I did a weekly review. Same layout as before. See, I have 2 days on this page. I have some notes. I have shopping list. Anything I need to remind myself. And so then this is the next week, or the next month, I mean April, and then the same thing. And so I've kind of figured out what I need and want in a planner. Like I said, it probably looks insanely messy, but this is me just getting things done, you know, which is what I need a planner for. So, you know, I want an academic planner, and that's how I plan on doing this. So I knew once June came along, I was going to do this again, set up a new bullet journal, but I didn't know if I wanted to do the asextology. So I was doing a lot of note taking, reoccurring tasks that I wanted to list, trying to find out ideas of how I wanted a forward plan. So there's a lot of that kind of note taking. I tried this monthly layout for May and it was fine, but it just wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't really care for it too much. And then back here I did, you know, my to-dos, to buy, bills, and notes. So it was fine. It wasn't, you know, and then I actually printed one off as well, and I really didn't like that, so I just didn't use that page at all. So this is just my daily pages here. Sure there's nothing. Notes again on skincare. This is just a used and loved notebook, which, you know, I love that look, so I don't mind it at all. And then I was gonna go ahead and continue using it for June, was the plan, and then start a new planner in July. So I had already got it set up, but then there's a few blank pages that go to about right here. So, but then I ordered another notebook. Like I said, there was a cafe note, it came, and so I decided to use that. Go ahead and get it started. So I will kind of explain to you why I decided to go with the cafe note instead of the Stology. So the cafe note, it's $18. It has so it's $18, and the Stology is $17 on Amazon. This one came pretty quickly. I bet it was less than a week, I think, of ordering it that it came in. The measurements are the same, 5.8 by 4.1 inches. It's hard to see, and I don't want to take my cafe note out of the package, and it's hard to tell because this is used, but the Stology has 368 pages and the Nanami has 480. It's Tomoe River paper, so I'm sure that's why it's slimmer. I love that paper too, so that was another reason why I went with this. The grid size, let's go to a blank page. So the grid size is 5 millimeters, and it's insanely light. So a lot of my like weekly setup, when I'm drawing out my lines, I do it in bed, and I have a light on my nightstand, and it was so hard to see these lines. They're so faint, which I'm sure a lot of people probably really like that, but I just didn't want that. And then the Nanami Cafe Note, these grids are 3.7 millimeters, and you can definitely see them a little bit better. Let me show them next to each other. I'm trying to find a blank page. Okay, so this is them side by side. So you can definitely tell the Stology is bigger, which again, some people may like that, and it's a lot lighter. So I wanted the grid to stand out, and I wanted tinier grid. I wanted to be able to fit a little bit more on a page, specifically for my forward planning, and I will show you guys that. So like I said, this is what I decided to go with, and so far I'm loving it. I've been using it since June, and I will show you guys how I have it set up. There's tons of videos. You can see what the front of the notebook looks like. It's just like a plain white, or actually once you take that jacket off, it's like a burgundy maroon color. So I just have it stuck in this it's actually a traveler's notebook, and it's from Paper Flower Designs. It's just got a picture of my kid, which is, it's an old picture, I think. Probably 3 years old now, maybe 4. But I love this cover a lot. So right here, I just have my kids' school supplies list. Their school sent that with them on the last day. And then I just decorated with some scrapbook paper I found at Michael's. And then these are just some pictures from our New York trip. It was our first time going, so you know, we took a lot of pictures and I just wanted to remember that. So this is my index page. I just put the page number and whatever's on that page that I want to reference if I need to. And then I have my key right here. So I do a lot of color coding now with the midliners and any other highlighters that I have. And then I also have kind of like a bullet journal style key set up. The color code, I saw a video from, I think it's Dani Planorama, so I'll link it down below. And that she really influenced me on the color coding. I apologize if you guys hear any screaming. My kids are in the backyard swimming. It's summertime. We live in Texas and it's hot, so I apologize, but it's better than them being inside running around being crazy. And then this is just my reference page. This is something new. I don't know if I saw anybody do this, and if I did, I apologize for not, you know, mentioning them. But with bullet journaling, you know, you set up your weeks, your days, whatever. And I hate counting out the grid every single time and I forget it. So I put the number of grid, you know, going this way and this way. And then I also tabs for how many boxes for my monthly, my weekly. And then we're going to a Rangers game next month, Texas Rangers. So I put down some information that I need to remember for that day, but once, you know, that trip is done, I can take that Post-it off and throw it away. So this is just, you know, my reference page for anything I know I'm going to need a reference back. This is just a yearly overview. I pulled these out of it was an A6 size monthly calendar that I got from Walmart. It was a Sunday start, so that's what I had planned on using for my future, my forward planning, but it was a Sunday start and I came up with a different idea for this. So here I have a wish list and a shopping list, and the shopping list is just things that, you know, each of us may need in the family, things for the house. You know, it's not like grocery shopping list or anything like that. Then this is my inbox and my projects list, our savings, contacts. I tipped in a page. This also came from that monthly calendar from Walmart. And then I have my passwords, home projects. The other projects page is just like personal projects of things that I want to make or do around the house. And then this is like things that we need to do to the house. Like me and my husband, we're gonna, you know, remodel our kitchen. The kids' rooms need to be painted, just things like that. These are books that I have read. And then TV shows that are coming out that I want to watch or check out, and then movies coming out. And then this is my idea for the forward planning. I got this from, oh my gosh, I can't remember, but I will link her down below. She has great videos. She also has an A6 cafe note, and I got a lot of inspiration from watching her videos, so I will definitely link her down below. So this is my forward planning. You know, any holidays, appointments, school, vacations, anything like that, it's gonna go here. Anything that's gonna go on this month that's due or needs to get done, I'll just put it up the top if, you know, if it's not date sensitive. So I just have this going through June. So I really like this, and it actually reminds me a lot of how I had my A6 Hobonichi set up, A6 Hobonichi Techo. This is how I used the pages that looked similar to this. I used it for forward planning. So I really love this. I loved that planner. It's just I didn't need a day per page, so that's why I didn't stick with it. But that's what I have going on there. And then I went back to a month on a page. That's just my favorite. I think I just love the aesthetic of this. So I have that task and then bills, and then I just have it clipped to my current week. So I'll show you the pages in between. So there was the other week. It's a lot, or this is this week, or this is the first week I was using it, sorry. I've got summer brain going on right now. With the kids being home, there's a lot less structure, a lot less things I need to track. So, you know, I can condense a lot, you know, my weekly list, my notes, and then my tracker. So, and you know, I don't get in this every single day because there's not things that I have to get done every single day, but you know, there's still some busy days too. This is, I believe, when we came back from New York, and my son was playing for the All-Stars, so we had a lot of practices and cleaning up of the house after a big trip like that. So this is a tracker. It's a yearly tracker. I'm going to use it to like track steps and things like that. I'll link it down below. I got it from a shop on Etsy. I'm just not sure which one. And then this is my reoccurring task. I believe this is from Sierra. I'll link it down below again. I'm sorry guys, I should have planned better, but you know, I was just trying to get it done while the kids are busy. TV show tracker. I'm watching a lot of shows right now. This was last week, so not a ton going on at all. And then I went ahead and put in shows that I've watched, so I can, you know, keep track of that, and then series that I want to watch, because there's a lot of those as well. And then notes for Father's Day, some other project that I want to watch or work on, and anything that I don't need to, like once it's done, I'm not going to need to refer back to. Like this is a frame, a photo display thing that I want to make for our dining room, but once I make it, I won't need to refer back to it, so I don't want to put in the index. I just flagged it for the meantime, and then once it's done, I can take the flag off. And then this is our current week. So, but that's what's going on so far. I've got a couple of notes of things that I want to get and do for the kids' rooms, but this is just all blank, waiting to be filled. I've got some sticky notes there, and then some more pictures, and then just a random like thank you card if I need it. So that's what I'm using so far, guys. I know it probably looks really messy and chaotic for some, but I mean, I've been using it since March and it's been working so far. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get a full year in this planner. I think page wise it should be fine. It's just me. I can't, you know, look at other planners and get suckered into wanting to buy things. So if I found something that works, I need to stick with it. So if you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Thanks for watching.